I'm Aveline, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So, you kinda know the drill by now, don't you? Before we get started on today's video, I do want to say a massive thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. So if you don't know what Skillshare is, I am super happy to introduce you to them because they are an online learning community with over thousands of different classes and members across 150 different countries. It's a place to either get inspired, learn new skills, or perhaps improve on skills that you already have. So just as an example, and I mentioned this in January as well, but I started bullet journaling this year. So this is my bullet journal. This is what it looks like. It's my very first one. I started it as kind of like a part of my self-care routine because I like to do creative things, something that Skillshare is also perfect for, by the way. But since it's completely new to me, I decided to go on Skillshare to see if they had any bullet journaling classes, and they did. The class that I ended up finding is called Bullet Journaling Your Way, a Tailored to You Planner, Beginner Setup, and it's by Jessica Wynyo. Through the class, she both shows off her own bullet journal so you can get some inspiration. She also teaches you about different bullet journaling tools, how to make a key, also that it can be a good idea to make a list before you actually go into doing everything, and a lot of other good stuff. So I'm gonna show you where I'm at. So here we got her so far, and this time I got colors as well. I didn't have any of that last time I showed you this, so I also have my index over here, some quotes, the year at a glance. But this was what I showed you the last time, and now it's finally not a draft anymore. So I have my calendar right here. We're gonna skip past the content planner because you know secrets. But I also have my reading list, my bookshelf, my habits tracker. I have terrible habits, please don't look at them. My mood tracker, I've been tired. And this is my favorite spread. It's my books read and also how many stars I gave it, and pages read. I love this page. If you're a reader, you need it. And finally, my sleep log, which basically just proves why I'm tired all the time. So, but of course, it's not just bullet journaling you can learn about on Skillshare. They have so many other classes as well. So if you're interested in learning about different Adobe programs, for example, such as both Photoshop but also Premiere Pro, creative writing, or maybe crocheting if you're interested in making a gift for a loved one. They also have classes in plant care and also interior design and much, much more. So there are so many new hobbies you can explore and new skills that you can discover on Skillshare. And if you're interested and maybe curious to learn some new things, you can click on the link either at the top of the description box or the one in the pinned comment, because the first 1,000 of you to do so will actually get a whole month's of free trial to Skillshare Premium, which is pretty cool. So I don't know, go learn some new things. It's awesome. But anyway, thank you again so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get started with the rest of the video. So today we are building what I want to call a tiny house. However, and I think I said this on stream as well, if you count tiles overall, this is definitely not a tiny house. But as for the house itself, for the interior, it is most definitely a tiny house. It's super small on the inside. And it is supposed to be for a celebrity couple that are newlywed as well. And they kind of have this, like, it's not their main home, but they have this, like, getaway situation in Sulani to get away from the paparazzi and all that. So that's what we're doing. Obviously, with it being in Sulani, I also decided to kind of add, I'm just noticing that my floor plan pictures are taken in the, that's fine, whatever, we're just gonna go with it. They're not incorrect, it's just that the walls aren't up, and it's super annoying because I'm always looking at the floor plan when I'm doing my voiceover just so I can remember exactly what I've done throughout the house. But now that's gonna bother me for the rest of the voiceover. Whatever, it's fine. So obviously with it being in Sulani, I needed them to have a bigger outdoors area too. So we kind of took, I say we because I built this on stream, by the way. I say we because I built it on stream, just so you know. If it was confusing, just that's why. But we kind of took two different houses that I found on Pinterest and put them together because I thought that one of the houses had a super cool terrace that, or I don't know if you want to call this a terrace, a patio maybe or something like that, but it looked super cool, so I wanted to see if I could do something like it in The Sims, but obviously not like a not picture perfect, but like a clone of it. So that's what the terrace here is about. I know it looks like a mess for a while. It'll make sense at some point. I hope. I promise. Maybe. Anyway. But, and then the house itself was inspired by another house that I found, because the house that was connected to this patio situation was not very interesting. It was literally just a rectangle. So I found another one that I thought was a little bit more fancy and decided to kind of put the two together in a way. So yeah, and it's supposed to be, like I said, for a celebrity couple. I know that I usually keep my my pack inspired builds, like new pack inspired builds, for when the pack is out, but chat kind of convinced me to talk me into making it for Newlyweds. So this is their getaway. This is their newlywed getaway. I don't really know anyway. So yeah, I mean, you can have anyone living here, as always, of course. It doesn't have to be for a celebrity couple, but that's just what it was inspired by when it came to the interior and everything. Also, the interior is pretty monochrome, or not monochrome. It's black and white, mainly, with a little bit of beige. I feel like I just rolled my tongue somehow. How did I manage to roll my tongue on a with a little bit of beige? So I don't know what that was. Anyway, so it's just it's very calm, but it's also, if you're into colors, it's definitely a little bit boring, but it's also stylish. So not saying that colorful interiors can't be stylish. That's not what I realize that's what it sounded like, but that's not what I'm saying, because I don't think so. Okay, that's not my opinion, just before anybody misunderstands me. Yeah. And also, they have both the terrace, the patio on the water, I suppose, but they also have a rooftop terrace, so, you know. I would say definitely remember the sunscreen when you go to this place. Other than that, enjoy. Also, you can completely redecorate the house if you want to. As always, you're free to do whatever with my builds. Whatever you want with my builds, you can do it. You get what I mean. I don't know how to phrase that right now, but you get what I mean. So it's been a bit of a day today, which is why this video is up a little bit late, but hopefully it's okay anyway. It's just been a little bit of a day. I had some things to process and stuff, so some things to think about, some decisions to make. So I know that sounds super vague, but I really can't give you any more information, so I'm sorry about that. But regardless, if you want to hang out, there's a stream tomorrow, so we'll be recording a new house on stream. There might be a video tomorrow, I'm not really sure, we'll see. And yeah, this video is just up a little bit late, but hopefully you will still be or still like the house, because that's what's important. Most of all, that's what's important, that you like the house. So, oh yeah, I'm also sorry that I haven't announced the winners of the giveaway yet. I will get to it tomorrow. It's just, I decided to do a 24-hour readathon Sunday, Monday, so that's basically what my entire Sunday, Monday was dedicated to. And today it's been a day. So I'll get to it tomorrow. I promise you guys, just so you know, I have not forgotten, and I will get to it tomorrow. But, and also there should be another giveaway up at some point. Hopefully soonish. I will let you know more, or I'll let you know when it's up. Yeah. I feel like it sounds like I'm a little bit drunk as well. Just ignore that. I'm not. It's just because it's late, so I might be slurring the words a little bit. Gotta be honest with you. Okay, before you get any ideas. But anyway, so about the house. We are just, I was super frustrated with the roof trim for some reason. It wasn't really being deleted, which I don't know, was odd. There were so many glitches while building this house as well. There were problems with the roof, I think. The platforms on the patio were being super weird, like corners sticking out and all that. The roof trim, or not the roof trim, what's it called? Half wall trim kept getting deleted not deleted, but kept getting reset, and you know, all that as well. There was a lot going on. The staircases as well were super glitchy, kept getting deleted. So if you see me do something over and over again, it's not because you're having a major case of deja vu, just so you know, or deja vu. It's just because the game was glitchy when I was building this house. It turns out that changing anything resets the staircases, so I was having so many issues with that. I think I cut out as much of it as possible, but definitely was left in a couple of times, so just so you know, I'm sorry if it's annoying. I'm still getting used to recording on stream as well, so like keeping the camera a little bit more still, and also making sure that I don't make very, very short files when I record as well. So I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. I gotta practice still, but I think it's gotten a little bit better. So I hope that you see that it's gotten a little bit better, but I don't really know. I'm still practicing though. So just so you know, it's always in my thoughts when I record, because usually when you record videos, if I just do it on my own, so not on stream, I'll constantly be thinking about keeping the camera still. That's thing that's constantly on my mind when I'm recording. And also, this file can't get too long, so when I say file, I mean I press stop and start recording a lot. I'm sure that some of you guys actually find this interesting if you make videos, because when I was new to making videos, for example, I loved to hear other people talk about how they make videos, so I'm just assuming that this is going to be interesting to some of you. But anyway, so usually I stop and start recording a lot as well, and sometimes the files can get very short. I don't want that because that's super annoying when it's sped up. So that's another thing I keep in mind. But when you also stream, you also have to keep conversation in mind, and it's just a whole lot all of a sudden. It's a lot to concentrate on all at once. So, but I'm practicing. It's gonna get better with time, so just hang in there, be patient with me. I am doing my best, and yeah, I appreciate you all for hanging out with me on stream though. It's been a good time so far. Really enjoyed it. Well, so far, that sounds really weird. It's been a good time until, that also sounds weird. Until now sounds like I'm not having a good time anymore, but hopefully you get what I mean. I just don't know how to phrase it, okay? I had to take a short break. Now I'm completely lost in my voiceover, but we are working on the kitchen, which is pretty small. And yes, I do know that there's a bunch of you who dislike whenever I put the front door by the kitchen, or the kitchen by the front door. Personally, it's different from country to country. We're not gonna have this discussion again, so just deal with it. Is my point. But also, I would much rather have the living room by the back door so that I could sit there and actually look out, like towards the sea, look out on the water. You get what I mean, like look at the water from the couch or the TV, depends on what you like, I suppose. Then have the living room by the front door, and then, you know, the big glass door by the kitchen, because that just, I don't know, I just feel like it makes more sense to be able to look out the back door when you're sitting in the living room instead. So for this house, that's what I decided to do, and you're gonna have to deal. I'm just gonna set it straight. You're gonna have to deal. Also, I changed that rug. I'm pretty sure I placed it down on stream and then forgot to change it because I don't actually like that swatch with the painting. It just, there's something about the patterns that kind of clash, but I think I just forgot. I think I placed it down, tried to go through the swatches, and then I simply got sidetracked, probably talking or something, so I forgot to change it. But it's changed now. It's a very subtle beige rug instead. You could also change it to a white or a black if you want to. I think I used the one from Fitness Stuff Pack, just so you know, because it was just a little bit more basic, non-patterned. There's a faint pattern on it, but not like this one. And other than that, the living room is pretty simple. I think I ended up placing down a bookcase as well, so they have some entertainment too, because every sim deserves a bookcase because books are awesome. Just in case you did not know, I'm a book nerd. I'm saying that sarcastically because I'm pretty sure you all know by now, but I love books. I have like, I don't know, 280 of them behind me or something, so I think it's no secret that I love books. Yeah. So my Sims also deserve books in their lives, or my Sims. I suppose not my Sims are gonna live in this house, but your Sims, because I don't really have any Sims. Anyway, let's not think about it too much. All my houses at least deserve bookcases, because you know, books are amazing. Everyone should read. I mean, read if you want to. Don't listen to me, it's fine. So anyway, we moved on to the, no, this is not the living room. This is the bedroom. Yes, the bedroom. And this was also pretty calm with the color scheme. We have a lot of beige going on in here. I actually decided this bed swatch as the first thing. The first furniture piece that I put down was the bed. I was like, this swatch, this is gonna happen. That's a beautiful swatch. We're going with it. So it's quite calm in there. Again, just trying to make it a little bit stylish, but also, yeah, calm, I suppose. Still going for a homey feel to it, obviously, because that's what I like, but just also kind of stylish. I don't know, I feel like the two are difficult to fit together sometimes, in the game at least. In real life it's a lot easier, but in the game I feel like it's just a little bit hard to make them work together sometimes. So I feel like there's a balance you gotta hit right when it comes to clutter and decor, and it just gets a little bit difficult. But also we all have different perceptions of what is cozy and what isn't, so I would feel like this is cozy, some of you might not, I don't really know. But anyway, other than that, it's pretty simple. Although they do have a lot of windows in here. I was kind of joking about, you know, them trying to get away from stalkers and then placing down so many windows in their bedroom because, like, I don't know about you, but I am paranoid when it comes to bedrooms. I just kind of want them covered up at all times. I don't know what it is. That's just how it is. My window is covered up almost all the time. Like the bedroom window, I have these sheer curtains. They're not sheer, but they're white and slightly sheer. So if you squinted, you could probably look through them, but why would you stand outside a window and look through it anyway? But also, why would you stand outside a window that's covered with sheer curtains and squint your eyes just so you can see what's going on in there? So, not that there's anything, like, I'm in my office most of the day anyway. But anyway, so I'm always, I don't know, I just like it. I just like having bedroom windows covered up at all times, apparently. But also, these curtains, my curtains in my bedroom actually give it filters the light outside in such a calming way. I think that's probably the main reason why I like them. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably the main reason. It just filters the light in such a calming way when you just stand there and stare at your bedroom as normal people do. You know, just stand there and stare at your rooms. Anyway, this voiceover is turning weird. I realize that, but we're gonna go with it anyway. This is what happens when I do voiceovers late in the evening. I don't think before I talk. Not that I normally do, but somehow it just goes extra bad in the evenings. Surely you're all used to it by now. If you followed for a while, if you've watched my videos for a while, you would know. I've done a couple of 3 a.m. voiceovers. Those are extra weird. It's all good. So, we are working on the exterior again. It was, we didn't really have a lot to do at the end because since we're building in Sulani, there wasn't a lot of landscaping to do. I feel weird putting plants on sand. Like, it doesn't really, logically, it doesn't make sense to me that much. So I just decided to tone it down a lot. And they do end up with a few palm trees though, and just a little bit of bushery, if you will. I don't know. There's some grass or something. So I draw it up with some terrain paint as well, just to make it look a little bit more realistic, because again, plants on sand, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but I don't actually know if plants can grow on sand, but in my head I'm like, no. So I'm just gonna go with that. But I also feel like it fits with the house and it suits the surroundings as well, so yeah. And I think that is pretty much it. So if you guys like this house, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, the tray files can be found on my Patreon, which will be linked to in the description box down below. Again, go check out Skillshare if you haven't already. It's an awesome page. I highly recommend it. There's a link at the top of the description box or a link in the pinned comment. And if you want to check out my book channel, there's also a link to that one through the link tree in the description box. But that is all I got today. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.